Hey everyone, my name is Jaden, this is Formula Street, and welcome to my 2017 430i M Sport. It is finished in the Alpine White and it has the M Performance package, so you get these unique 19-inch M Sport wheels. They're similar to the ones that are on the F32 M4. This is the X Drive, so I do have the all-wheel drive, but with the M Performance pack you get the black diffuser. As I said, the M on the wheels. You pretty much have the same steering wheel that comes in the F82. It just has different paddle shifters, but you get the M on the door sill, M on the door thing, and then when you put it into sport mode, which I'll show you guys later, the suspension tightens up and it gets a little bit tighter. But this is a huge upgrade for me because I had a 2005 Ford Taurus before this, and now moving on into something more German, this is finally something I can take to car shows and build a platform on. I have a carbon ducktail spoiler that is coming by tomorrow, I'm pretty sure, so that'll be going on and I will be showing some clips and some footage of that. But with that being said, let's get inside and go for a drive. So as I mentioned with the M Performance package, the M carries over in here. You get this, and then you get the different sport modes, which I will show you. So you have Eco Pro, which does the auto start shut off. Comfort, which is just for pretty much regular driving. Sport, which tightens up the suspension and tightens up the steering, and you can tell the engine note gets a little bit louder and the throttle response is way more aggressive. And then Sport Plus, which disengages traction control and pretty much puts the car in its most aggressive setting. But let's start in Sport, and then we'll put it into manual. And so when we turn onto this road here, I'll show you guys how the paddles work. So as you can hear, this has the B46 inline 4-cylinder motor. It's pretty much the same as the B48, it just has the American emission standards, so they call it the B46. But it has the wonderful single turbo, and it makes about 248 horsepower, which is plenty for this small chassis. I think the 4 Series is one of the best, well-balanced chassis you can get. The 2 Series is obviously smaller, but you don't get that really aggressive looking, nice front end. This is an 8-speed, I think it's the ZF automatic transmission, but the shifts are pretty quick for this being a base model with paddles. So the steering gets way heavier. Downshift a couple times and take it on this little twisty portion.